Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be my Pop Century room tour. We're starting outside of the room, so I'm gonna flip this around and show you our room number and our location and everything, and then we'll go inside and I'll show you everything. Okay, so we are room 6166. Here's our room, our door all decorated for Halloween, and the window. Again, I don't know if I showed this. I hope I did. I think I did. I showed it in one of the other vlogs. But here's as good as a look as I can get with the glare of the window. We are in the 70s section, first floor. Here's our view. We're not very far from the hall. It's just down there. The main building is right down there. The Mickey statue is also right down there. So we're in a pretty good location. Let's go in. We did get a updated room, if you want to call it that. So it just has the new curtain here. It's Mickey Mouse and it says, "Oh boy." Then over here you have your little coffee station and a little cooler. I call it a mini fridge. I know it's not technically a mini fridge. But it's like a little cooler type thing. So there's that. We have a bunch of junk everywhere because we've been staying here, but little drawer, the coffee maker or machine or whatever, all the coffees and teas and cups, and then you have shelf space and the ice bucket. Lots of space for all your things. Here's a trash can and recycling, the thermostat or whatever this is. It's called a thermostat, right? I think so. That's right there. On the door here, you have the lock and the little bar thingy. Over here, we have I'm not gonna say it because it's on, but you say "hey," and then right here. I don't want to set it off. And you can mute that right here. And then these are the volume buttons as well. Again, another little cubby spot. Lots of different lights. So this light switch is going to be for that light right there. We'll put down this at the end of the video, but there's a table and chairs and it transforms into a Murphy bed. This on the floor is new as well. It looks like a carpet, but it's not. It's just all hardwood, part of the regular floor, but it's a cool little design. Over here we have the little dresser area with the TV, the standard 3 drawers, and they are kind of slow closing, sort of. And then in here is the little cabinet area. The safe is in there, and then all these little cubby slots. These I believe are slow closing. And then all the little papers that come in the room. The TV remote, there's this little thing here about the housekeeping and when they're gonna come, which for us has been accurate except for day 5. They didn't come on day 5. So I'm not sure what happened there, and then the TV, of course. We have a room that's I'm assuming this means it's an adjoining room. There's another door here. I did peek in there and it's literally just another door on the other side. So, let me just lock that back up. This here is the main bed. Another little cubby section, nightstand type thing. The phone is over here, more light switches. This one is for the one that's on, which is up there. The one next to it is for this light here. And then there's another light switch over there for that light there. And then another cubby station nightstand type thing. Lots of outlets and plugs, USB, USB-C. And then there's also plenty of room under the bed where you can store your luggage. As you can see, we have all of our luggage under here. It's full. And then we have all of our souvenirs and our laundry and stuff here, but then there's this big open space here as well as over here next to the trash can, which is where our shoes are, but lots of empty space. In the bathroom area, this is what it looks like. Big old mirror with the lights around it. The sink, again, lots of cubby spaces for storage, counter space, bars for the hand towels, and a trash can, a little makeup mirror, and you can flip it to like a zoomed thing, and this does have a light as well. More cubby space here and in here, and there is a hair dryer. There's an ironing board here, and that would be the iron right there with extra towels. A little closet area that does with some hangers, more cubby space, and then there's also this here. You can extend it, which I think it is extended as far as it'll go, I believe. So there's that. And then this is the light switch here, so if you turn this off, it'll turn that off. Plugs, okay, and then into the actual bathroom. The bars, you can hang the towels. There's the light switch. There's this help conserve water by reusing your towels little thing. And then there's another trash can in here. Toilet paper, the toilet, obviously more bars for towels. Also, this door does close, so you can have some privacy there. And I can show you that again when I go back out there. And then this also closes, and then there's a mirror here. So it's a full length mirror. And then in the shower itself, there's some space there for your shampoo and conditioner, all of that, but they do provide shampoo, conditioner, and body wash. And then here's the look at the shower head. And it's just the glass sliding doors. Which I personally don't like. I would prefer a tub with a shower curtain, but that's just me. Also in here, sorry, there's clothes hanging. This up here is supposed to be like a line you can pull out and attach it over here, but we couldn't get ours to work, so I don't know if we're just doing it wrong or if it's just not working, but we couldn't get it out of the thing. So let me show you the door out here closed. So that's what it looked like. Another update to the room is they painted this wall here blue. That's about it for the updates that I'm aware of. So let me pull this Murphy bed down. You just move the chairs out of the way, and then you use these handlebars and you just pull it down. And everything on the bed is gonna be like scrunched up because it's, on its upright side or whatever. So, but this is the Murphy bed. And the little artwork here, Pluto sleeping and dreaming of bones. And then the little bit over here is just the classic Mickey heads. So that's about it. Let me just do a little overview of the room. Again, with the Murphy bed down, there is not a ton of walking space. I mean, you have a decent amount of space over by the door, but the pathways here and in between the beds is not really a lot. Let me move this chair out of the way. Usually we just put the chairs over here by the door. and the window so they're out of the way. And there's the space between that bed and the wall. This another overview. And for the pillows for that bed are gonna be on this bed. When you first walk into the room, there's gonna be 6 pillows on this bed. So some of them are for that bed over there. And I think this one thing down here is, yeah, this is an extra pillow if for whatever reason you needed another one, but just, you know, different overviews here of the room. It's a pretty decent sized room for just a couple of people or for one person. Obviously with these beds, they do sleep 4, 2 and 2. So it's a pretty decent sized room, especially if you're not planning on being here more than just like sleeping and getting ready. But yeah, that's the room. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed this room tour. Let me know what you think down below, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Have a magical day. Bye, guys.